Well, hello everybody. We're back again. I wanted to do a little bit more playing with my my new palette, and I think it's time to. I think it's time to try. Oh, what I didn't do yesterday. I keep forgetting. Camera's over here now. I used to have. Yesterday I did not put on any lid primer. I use my lid primer, and I'm using the Art Deco because it was on sale and it's what I've got. So I'm gonna prime my lids. So this is exciting. I probably should have done this before I started doing the video because that would be a little bit more interesting for people, I suppose. You know, watching me put this on is probably not very exciting at all. But I forgot it yesterday, and I found that the wear didn't last as long. Usually I could have my eyes done for like over 9 hours and they'd still be as good as my eyes get, really. But when I have a couple of different primers, I have the Lise Watier and I have the Art Deco. This is a lot more expensive than this. So when I'm playing around and trying these, I like to use this. The other is creamier. This is a little bit thicker, which is, you know, just sometimes maybe I want to use that differently than I would the one that's just really, really thin. But this should, by all definitions, give me a much bolder color when I apply it. So again, we're back to the ooh. So I don't know what I really want to use in this particular case. Although I do think I'm gonna, without lining it up there, I'm just gonna put that white up in here. Because once again, did not do my eyebrows. So I'm gonna see what it's like to do them maybe after the fact. This is a really cool white. Like, I think it's got like almost a bluish, but it doesn't look, it just looks white. But it's not like warm white. There's no gold or warmth to it, clearly, because I said no warmth. But it goes on looking like really, really white. Not that that's what I want. I don't know what I'm trying to do right now, other than I'm really impressed with how white this is. It's not really, but it feels like it. Now I'm going to diffuse the color, almost taking a little bit of that off. But yeah, that's the difference that having your eyes primed makes. Like, you just get so much more deposit of the color if you have a primer. So I am learning the things that are essential if you want to try these things, and then the things that are an enhancement, and the thing, right? Like, I've learned you do need a few good brushes. Like, that's really important. A few good brushes make all the difference in the world. Depending on what you want to do, determines the type of brushes you need. And you don't need the gamma. Start with some basics. And if you have the basics, like for me, basics are, I want a slant brush, little slant brush for little detailed work and stuff like that. This one has a spoolie on the end, so it's good for brows. I like this little, oops, where am I going here? This little brush, oh, can you see it? Can you see it? It is a little brush. It's kind of a little bit rounded on the ends. It's thinner this way, like it's not a round brush. And I use that when I want to pack on some pigment or get into some fine work that way. But the main shadow brush is just this. It's a flat brush this way, a little wide that way, very fluffy on the ends, but fairly dense down there. And I find that works really well for applying and blending a lot of shadows. So those are the main brushes I have for my eyes. I have different brushes for face because they're bigger, but these are what I like for my eyes. So I'm gonna try and go work from the lightest color that I put on to the darkest color, but I don't know what I want to pick because I'm always drawn to the metallics, and the metallics are not best for mine because they will emphasize the lines and ridges, because where they settle in, they don't catch the light the same, and so that becomes dark and shaded. And then the highlight part of that, the shine, will pick up the raised part of that, which makes it seem even further out. So it just makes more distinction between the two. And when I want to use them, I just decide I don't care. That's what I want, that's what I want. But that is what happens, just so you know. Like if you're looking for a certain perfection of texture at the end and whatnot, that is what you're working against. So, let's see, I think I want to try, so can I read the names? I cannot. And I'll just sit here with dead airspace while I try to figure that out. I think it's this Phonics, but it's sort of this peachy color, a peachy pink, and I'm just... When I was putting on the yellow yesterday, I thought, oh, well, that's a yellow, and it's not. It's more of an orange. So I'm not sure what this is going to be. It's bright and light. Oh. Wow, that is not what I was expecting at all. See? Looks much duller on the video. Oh my goodness. Like, it does not look near as intense in the palette. But I can't say I don't like this. This is, at least in the lighting that I have here, I may hate it elsewhere, but in my actual lighting, I like this color. It's a nice sort of mid-tone. Like, it's not real light, but it's not real, it's not real deep. Oh my God, it's not this, it's not that. You know, what am I talking about? So, do I want to pack more? I'm going to pack a little more out here. Yeah, that's a really nice color. I always tend to go up a little farther than I want to go with these things too. So I'm taking off the excess color, and then I'm just going to go back in. If I have to, I'll put a little bit more white around there and maybe bring that down a little bit more. But the more I pack on over top of other things, the muddier it tends to just get, and I don't dislike that at all. I'm going to show. Again, take off the extra. So now I think I want to go in with this deeper pink. But since I'm always surprised by the colors, again, I really don't know what to expect. So we're gonna find out. But the colors seem really pigmented for like a $20 drugstore product. Oh, that is a pink. That is a pink, my friends. I don't usually do pink, like much at all. Like I might use it as like just a hint of a, or something. Like I don't even really do blush. I'm probably going to make quite the mess of myself today. I'm going to go out looking like a clown or something. But if I diffuse properly, I don't know why I like that word so much, diffuse, but I do. But that is pink. That is pink, my friends. So I think I am going to go in with this light color again. And just see if I can play that back a bit. Concentrating, I always kind of stop talking when I end up concentrating more. It's really hard because I don't have good lighting, so I really can't see if I'm doing both sides the same or just a little similar. I keep looking at the wrong side. Gotta look over here. Now I think one more deep color, and that will be, no, I don't know what it is, but it's going to be this richer color down here. We're going to see what that does. I kind of just make like a triangle wedgy shape over on that side. And the same thing here. Don't ask me why I do it that way, but it's kind of the same way I do the eyeliner in there. So I have like the darker part lifting up this way. So that's kind of what I base that on. But there's really nothing else to it than that. Like it just seems to be where I want the most of the color to go on my eyes. Right. So now it's about to take the extra and buff that in. Or as I like to say, diffuse that color. Apparently I'm going for something a lot more dramatic today, something a lot more noticeable. Just because that's the color that I just happened to choose out of the palettes. You know, when in doubt, pick something that you normally would never pick, and then see if you can make it work. I think these kind of challenges help us learn more. You know, like to get on and do what you know you like and you know what works and everything else. You learn nothing new from that other than how to get better at that alone. And there's nothing wrong with that, because maybe you just want one perfect look, and you can refine and refine and refine and refine and refine, and that will be the skill you get. I get bored very easily, so, and I don't have the patience to spend a lot of time perfecting things. Not my favorite thing to do. So I like to do the broad strokes, and then once I learn a bunch of broad strokes, then I will learn a refinement or two, and then I start bringing that in, and then it becomes a complete package for me. That's just how I do things. But it's certainly not a criticism or critique of anybody who does things differently than that. So now I'm thinking, do I want some of that down here? Maybe. I'm putting it on now anyway, whether I want it to be or not, so. There we go. Okay, take some extra. Soften. And soften. Okay, I suppose it's looking really weird because I don't have, well, it's looking really weird because it's me. It's also looking really weird because I don't have any foundation, or I didn't do my eyebrows yet. So, okay, let's do my eyebrows. Oh, spoolie. Don't want spoolie. I'll take spoolie off of here. I like this spoolie better. It's a little stiffer and bigger, and I can get through my like woolly brows. And again, I'm just gonna try to do little quick brow. Okay, why did I do that? Why did I make that so thick? That's okay. It is what it is. You go with it. Okay. If I don't raise that eyebrow up, it gets caught in my brow bone on just that one side. Don't ask me why. Doesn't do it on the other side. And I end up drawing it where I don't want it to be. Am I happy with my brows? Absolutely not. But that seems to be a common occurrence with people drawing eyebrows on. They're often not happy with the final result, but they look more or less like they belonged on my face. The imperfect face that is mine. But, yeah. So, there we are. There we are doing this. And I think I'm gonna try contouring first, which is something. By contouring, I just mean shading. I'm just gonna shade a little. I'm gonna take this really deep color. Go in here. Take this deep color. You know, because those are the sound effects you make for this. I don't usually use this excessively dark one. I'm going with the absolute darkest there is just to see what it does. Right? I can't tell what it does if I don't use them. So right now, it looks like it's giving me muddy face. It's like I have a dirty face. But that's okay. And then I need to clean because I'm going lighter. Gonna go lighter. So I'm gonna go up with this one because it seems to have it's a little bit warmer. See if I can soften some of these edges from doing this. See, if I put this on top of everything, it would be this bright and weird and whatnot. So I am going to do it this way and see what happens. And of course, the more I do that, the more muddy it gets. Oops. But I do want here. And I do want here. Somehow. Okay. Put that away for now. And that means I need to put on this if I'm putting it on, which is my NYX Wonder Stick. And where else do I want that? Do I want that anywhere else? Oops. And then this is another place where I use my little packing brush. I don't know what else you call it. That's what I call it, packing brush. So that I can go in and really paint that into where I want it to be. Because I'm hoping when I bring the foundation over all of this, I've already spent more time than yesterday. When I put the powder over all of this, I'm hoping it all tones and blends in the way I want it to. So we will find out. But I might do just a little stuff here first. See if I can blend around this before I just cover it. Okay. So now let's see what my pure powder foundation. I really do have to go and get some more, don't I? Yeah, it's really running out. Does when I put it over top of all of this. I don't usually have anywhere close to this much makeup on my face, so this is going to be a real test of what it does over time on my face. See, I have translucent powder I could use as well, but I thought this would be good for just blending all the different tones together and still show like highlight and low light. But because I really don't know what I'm doing, this is all experimental, and you never know what the end result is going to turn out like. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. I think it kind of works, sort of. Again, my lighting is awful. It's just a light bulb right back there. One light bulb. And it's a LED light bulb. Not an incandescent. That would give off way too much heat. Okay, I still want... Oh, yes. Slanty brush. I'm going to take this darker color. Where's my slanty brush? There's my slanty brush. So I'm going to take this, this dark color over here that they are calling cocoa. That should be easy to remember because it does look like actual cocoa. And I'm going to do my usual. Just draw those little line. A couple of lashes from the end up on an angle. Because I do this in place of actual eyeliner sometimes, or I'll put in the eyeliner, but it depends on how sharp I want the points to look, and they don't have to. So I will often just do it that way, and then, yeah, you guessed it, diffuse. And then I just diffuse along here so it's not, so it doesn't look so drawn on and harsh. And I'm running out of battery power. It says, ooh, 15%. So I'm going to have to get a move on if I want to be able to finish this before running out of power. Okay, so that is that. And now I want to do something shimmery. Do I want to do a silver shimmer in the middle? Let's see. Or, see, that's probably going to be too dark. Or gold. Yeah. Gold. I'm going to do the gold. Actually, no, I'm not. I have a perfect opportunity to use the rose gold in the center of this. So I'm going to do that, sort of this rose gold colored here. I think I actually just showed you the one beside. But anyway. It's a little bit peachy. Thought it was like rose gold, but